Ladies and gentlemen, students, good morning and welcome to Romana High School's 150th Anniversary International Model United Nations Conference. We are delighted to welcome you all here today, and a particularly warm welcome to our students from the Gulf of Oman and from the UK. What is the United Nations about? I have two little stories to tell you which I think explain a lot. When the students from Muscat in Oman arrived 2 or 3 nights ago, the temperature here was about 25 or 26 degrees Celsius, but the students were very cold. We had to give them extra blankets because they were so cold, because they came from Oman, where the temperature was very different. The next evening, the students from the UK arrived. They were very hot. And what this demonstrated to me is that the world is a complicated place. It's full of people from different corners of the world who have different climates, different conditions of life, different opinions, different attitudes. And the United Nations is there for us to reach a common understanding of what we need to do in order to have a peaceful world. The second story occurred at 7:50 this morning, when I received a phone call from the organizer of the conference, Ms. Joey Kadesi. She said, "The ambassador's here." I said, "What? I'm not dressed." It was 7:50. So I quickly got dressed. I did without breakfast. I rushed up to the main gate. There was a misunderstanding. The security of the United Nations had arrived at 7:50. The guard on our gate thought that the ambassador had arrived. So he phoned Miss Joey and said, "The ambassador's here." Miss Joey phoned me and said, "The ambassador's here." And so I rushed up. Complete misunderstanding on account of a lack of communication. Assumptions were made. But again, the United Nations is about listening. It's about listening to each other, wherever we come from, whatever we're like, so that wars don't start by accident, so that resolutions are found peacefully through mutual understanding. It's a great pleasure for me today to welcome, as our guest speaker, Joanna Vroneska, who is the United Nations Special Coordinator for Lebanon. She's had a very distinguished and interesting career, and for any of you who might want one day to be diplomats and to play an active part in peacemaking at a high level, her career is a good example. She has a PhD in Arabic philosophy and a master's degree in Arabic philology from the University of Warsaw. She is fluent in Arabic, English, French, and Polish. This is a great lesson for you as Lebanese students, because the fact that you can speak 3 languages is an enormous advantage in working in a multicultural world. She has previously served as head of the European Union delegation to Jordan for 4 years, ambassador of Poland to Morocco, and to Egypt before that, as well as ambassador of Poland to Mauritania, and before that to the Sudan. And that takes you right back to the year 2000. But what interests me about her career is clearly Ms. Vroneska had an interest in the Arab world. And that's why she studied, I guess, Arabic subjects at university, which then led her on to a career in an area in which she had a particular interest. And I would certainly advise you to study what you really love and want to study at university, so that you end up in a career that you enjoy too. Please welcome her to the stand. We've had a little conversation this morning about the complexity of Lebanese politics and how you keep the peace in this troubled country. So I'm sure she will have plenty of interest to say from a diplomatic point of view about how the United Nations operates here in Lebanon. Please welcome to the stand Miss Joanna Raneska.